Welcome back to my video here. So this is the second version of my speech I've done in my Toastmaster club called What is Love? And from the last speak I got actually quite a lot of feedback and did a lot of rewriting. So one part was adding more emotion into it, using personal story, try to write like the message from the speech as kind of the first, and then you back engineer or you build up the speech, which what I did. And that was basically the two main things that I focused on improving the speech. So the structure in the speech in terms of delivering the message, but also adding more emotion in. And it was also quite a difficult one to do because I really had to dig deep and get into the emotions to add into the speech. But this speech actually was quite good from the feedback that I did, and it's basically that it was way better than before. And some of the feedback I got to improve for a third time, so I will do also version 3, was that it also emphasized more on vocal variety, like going more up in my voice. And I got some very specific specific places I can do it in the speech, which I will do in the next one. We're going for the next one. But you can see, as I did last time, the board here, or the table, with how people rated in terms of the interest, the audience engagement, and so on. And I will also put in the one for last time, so you can see the differences. If you haven't seen my first version, go down to the description and click the link to see the first versions, so you can see the difference in improving it. And this actually not, for me, not come that natural to do. I never really wrote a speech or anything. I have a little bit about how to do a pitch, but it's like 1 minute you have to do a pitch. And then I also had done just a lot of like presentations and so on for school, which more or less just make me more comfortable being on the stage. So it's actually also just to show that if you actually put in the practice and how you actually practice and just keep doing it, you can actually make quite a lot of improvement. And it's not that I'm a natural gift in public speaking or anything, it's everyone can do it. There are people in my club that are way better than me, and it doesn't require any like natural talent to be actually good at public speaking. Of course there's skills to do. But anyway, sit back and enjoy this video.
What is love? Please give a warm welcome for Jesper. What is love? Jesper Hansen. What is love? Jesper.
I had to disappoint you all, because I'm not going to sing the song What is Love. But I actually got this challenge by Roman to talk about love, who is my mentor, and I decided to more go on a philosophical route to answer the question, what is love? And it got me into extensive amount of research, all the way back to the ancient Greece, to the Bible that says love your neighbor as you love yourself, to speaking to my friend in Saudi Arabia, who gave me a quote from the Prophet Muhammad, who said the relationship between a believer with another believer is like a building, each strengthens each other. And all this information, it's kind of hard to wrap my head around. Okay, so what is actually love. But as I kept looking, I finally came to a more like simple sentence that could explain what is love. But before I tell you, or say what the sentence is, let me first tell you a story. In my life, I always, in my family, seen more, there's always been people against people, not people against the problem. And for myself, I always had this idea, I want to change that. I know I couldn't change them, but I can change what it is for me. What will that relationship be for me, and what will the future bring? And without knowing, I had to go through a long process. And it started 6-7 years ago, when I actually first started practicing meditation. And I quickly found that there was this closet with all my emotions. And I opened it just slightly a bit and quickly shut it again. Because I could just feel everything that I ever held back was just about to fall all over me. And to give some context, I've never been a person who really dealt with my emotions. I always just try to distract myself and ignore what I felt. And it was in this situation that I also realized I never truly learned how should I actually process what I feel. And it took me a lot of courage to finally just sit there, and I started meditating, and it was, okay, now we just open it and let it out. Stop holding everything back, just let it out. And I just had to sit there and feel every emotion possible, to the point where I actually didn't know what I actually was feeling. It was just everything at once just came over me, feeling like my ego just getting shredded to pieces and absolutely destroyed. But in the next couple, even years, I had to sit down, just write down what I was feeling when the emotions came out, what was the thoughts in my head. And from that, I learned that where does my emotion actually come from, and also just recognize what it is actually I'm feeling, because I didn't know, because I never dealt with my emotion, I never recognized them. So I was sitting there and had to learn everything from scratch. And it got to one point, one day, in the evening, sitting there and just start feeling my emotions come out. And I went into the bathroom. I just looked myself in the mirror and I feel like shit. Just kept repeating, I feel like shit. Until that one moment where I became so comfortable in that feeling that I actually brought a smile to my face and just kept saying, I feel like shit. And it was from that point on, I finally could let go of everything I felt. And I went on a journey to more discover myself. Who is Jesper? Who am I actually? And it also led me to a more spiritual journey, where I started playing with the concept of religion. There's the fact that there's maybe something between more than just earth and in the heaven. And I decided that, okay, I'm believing in God. And it was approximately a year later, I felt so much positive energy in me that I just wanted to give out to everybody around me. And I got the sense that I will soon get into a relationship. And a few months later, I met a girl, but today can say it's my girlfriend. But it wasn't easy. Of course, we have our disagreements, and emotions will come up. But I had to go through all this to be able to sit there comfortably. I feel this, but I cannot just put it all over her. And be comfortable and change the idea, instead of being us against each other, that we are a team and we can get through this together. Develop this belief that doesn't matter what the problem is, it's us against the problem, and we can do this together. And this led me to also find the answer to what is love. And I wish I wrote this myself. And love is not about finding the right person. You want to become the person you want to live with the rest of your life, to attract into your life. Thank you.